Think I got it together. Y'all ever notice I always get excited when I see y'all? It's like it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas to a little kid. It's Friday night. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling, ladies and gentlemen? It's Friday night. We up here. Woo! My bad, Alicia. I sent Alicia the thing, the message the last minute. I know I'm terrible. What's up, Natalie Cole? Leandra. Leandra. You wasn't in here dragging him the other night. What is going on? You slipping? You slipping? How you feel, Leandra? Come on in, everybody. Angela Sunshine. There go Alicia. B Wood. Y'all come on in here and hit the like button. What's up, Susan? Been there, done that. Had to incubate for a minute. Out of that 10-year malignant. You got your voice back. Woo! Uh-oh. You ready for him? Been there, done that, said, I'm ready to handle this business. Woo! Erica Martinez. No Narc Net up in here. What's up, Deb? Tamia. Val. What's up, Keisha? Hey, where's Portia O? Where's Britt? Where is Myrna? Where is the crew? Where you at, Suncat? Adrian. I see you, Adrian. Abby. What's up, Abby Colazzo? Lyric. Rachel. Miss Ben. What's up, Chelsea? Karina. Lisa. Daniel. Bino. Susan. What's up, Rising Spirit? Shamilia. Bella. Natalie Cole. That's right, Shamilia. Hey, Karina. Beryl Fossey. What's going on? Melinda. What's up, Joy? Jim. Precious Jim. You hear? Say, I felt like a prisoner and told everyone so. So God sent me the devil. Woo! Only to reveal how much I love God. There it is. Turned it into something wonderful. Hey, Karina. Letters to the flock. Bright like a diamond up in here. Man, we about to get this thing kicked off, y'all. We're going to go ahead and kick it off. Yes, we are. We're going to kick it off. We're going to go ahead and kick this thing on off. Hey, no Narcnet. Erica, Bella, Susan, Demetria, Leandra, Lisa J. What's up, Deb? Kara Stone. I see you, beautiful one. Thomas, Patrice Bean. Abby, that's right. I see you, beautiful one. What's up, Susan? Adrian. Adrian just be coming and going when she feel like don't say nothing to nobody. You know, yeah, you. Yeah. What's up, Keisha? Keisha 253. Butterfly D. Yeah. What's up, Robin? We're gonna have Alicia join us a little later here. I think I sent it to you. Didn't I? Yeah, I sent it. Pick it up, woman. Y'all ready? How y'all feel tonight, man? How was everybody's week this week? Huh? Man, it was long for me. It was a short week, and somehow it was still long. I told them people at Spirit Airlines I was going to drag them, and I am going to. Because it is what it is. I hope none of y'all work for Spirit, because, boy, them people terrible. Oh, them people terrible. Yes, Leandra. Hey, Leandra, can you do some special joning for Spirit Airlines tonight, please? Because they terrible. They are terrible. Yes, we gonna dog Spirit out, Abby. They terrible, man. They terrible. Oh my goodness. They said I gotta look up this. I think somebody told me that Flavor Flav was talking about him on TikTok. He had a terrible experience. I said, yeah, man. Oh my goodness, y'all. I just came off my birthday week, and you know, Miss P up in here. What's up, Miss P? How you feeling? There go Connie Barnes. Knew Connie was around here somewhere. Where's Sun Cat at? So there you go, Narcree D. Howdy. Do y'all really say howdy in Texas though, for real? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit that like button. That's right. Hey, Kara Stone. Soul Plane. I would have rather been on Soul Plane than on the plane I was on and on Spirit. Good gracious. Woo! Heal in your silence. I see you. I'm trying to tell y'all. And you know what? I'm gonna start out tonight with that because, you know, that was an experience. That was an experience. Oh my goodness. So y'all don't say it. Guys, that was an experience. Yeah. You know what? It's funny thing about a beautiful one. It's supposed to be low budget, but it's not. What's up, Maddie? Hey, Demetria. It's supposed to be low budget. So what they do is they put lowest prices when you pricing like you on Priceline or Orbitz or something like a search engine. They will come up and it will look like they're the cheapest, but they're not. No, by the time they hit you with them fees, because by the time you pay for your seat, yeah, because you know they don't tell you that part. You get a free seat. They don't tell you that. When you setting your flight up, they want you to pick a seat. And it's a price on that seat. Now, you don't have to pick a seat, but they don't tell you that. So, okay. I told them I'm going to dog them because, you know, it ain't. And the thing is it ain't that I'm going to dog them. I'm going to just reveal what happened. That's not dog. You know what? That's what narcs do. They want you to feel like you a bad person because you reveal what they do. You know, they take your points if you don't use them within 6 months. Man, they give points. I didn't even know that. So, okay, guys. So I went to Jamaica for my birthday, right? Yes, I'm loving Jamaica. But getting there and getting home was one crazy experience after another, y'all. One crazy experience after another. Listen, I'm about to give y'all the uncut version because before I do a total video dedicated to them. Okay? That's right, Healing Your Silence. Yes, Jamaica, Jamaica. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. But getting there, okay? What's up, Ollie D? Getting there. So anytime you go on an international flight, you got to get to the airport 3 hours early. Well, the airlines don't actually open until like 5 a.m. So when you get there, everybody's lined up. Everybody's lined up, right? Okay. You get there. That's right, Miss P, Southwest. That's a good one. You get there. Yeah, Natalie, I was in Jamaica. You get to the airport, everybody's lined up. You just want to be in the front of the line because they overbook a lot of times. And I think all of them do that, but they overbook, and whoever shows up late just don't catch the flight. And I missed the flight like that before, you know. Hey, Luis. So, hey, Patrice. Thanks for that cash app, Patrice. So, I'm waiting in line. I'm doing my thing. I'm waiting in line. And I think the first thing that happened was, you know, paid for the internet and all that stuff. And of course, that stuff did not happen. It didn't work once you get on the flight. And it was horrible, man. It was horrible. It's like the people that work there, they already expect you to be uptight, upset, because they see it all day long, and they're not fixing it though. They're not fixing it, and that's a problem. That's a problem when you have a company that big and you're not doing the small things to fix the real issues. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, okay, so y'all better buckle up right here because this is where we going left. Come on in and hit the like button, y'all. What y'all doing? Hit the like. So, I get on here. I'm on the flight, and we pull off. And I fly so much, I notice little things about a pilot. I notice when a pilot knows how to take the airplane when he goes up and how he levels it off. I notice when a pilot knows how to do that because it don't feel like you on a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking, okay, this one might be all right, you know. Thanks, Patrice. Thanks for that cash app, Patrice. So I'm noticing that, and guys, so they allow you to have those small dogs. For you guys who own small dogs, okay, there is a place in the airport that you take your dog to use the bathroom before you get on the flight, before the flight gets started, okay? Take your dog in there and let the dog relieve itself. Okay, this lady was sitting directly in front of me. I'm laid back because I always get like the extra row because you get the extra leg room, and I always take my shoes off. Took my shoes off. I'm laid back. I'm chilling, and all of a sudden, it's this big. It looked like the lady in front of me had a gallon of water, and it just spilled all over her seat, and it's leaking down on the floor now in front of me. And it wasn't water, okay? It was her dog relieving himself. Yes. It was her dog relieving himself right in the seat in front of me, on the floor, literally right there, almost on my feet. What's up, Ursula? Yes. Now this big puddle of, you know what, is leaking down on the carpet, almost all over my feet, almost on my feet. Now, the lady in front of me is her dog. I understand, she feeling some type of way. I understand it. I get it. She feeling some type of way, but I feel some type of way. Come on, man. Come on, man. I feel some type of way because it's happening to me. This is I'm catching a flight. Now, this is by the time we get in the air, y'all. I skipped one part. The flight gets delayed for 2.5 hours, and I got a connecting flight that I got to connect when I get to Florida to go to Jamaica, right? This is 2 hours after waiting 2 hours for this flight. Now, by the time I get in the air, we already missed the next flight. You're guaranteed, because it's pulling off at 9:30. We're pulling out at 9 o'clock. And my connecting flight is at 10:30. And I ain't going to be there till 11:30. Okay, so the lady who has the animal, the dog who wet the thing or whatever, was up, Carol Beach. What's going on, Carol? Hey, Susan. So the lady who has the dog, relieving itself, whatever. Dog relieving itself, and she takes the dog to the bathroom. They stay in the bathroom, and I'm talking about she got that whole row. The people sitting with her are pissed because she got the whole row. The dog went so much that it's all in the front row. In the row that they were in. And they pissed because they got to sit there for 2.5 hours on this flight. They got to sit there for 2.5 hours on this flight and wait and next to this urine. So the people who work on the plane, they were real good. They came over there. They tried to clean it up, get the spot together. But guys, they ain't taking nothing off that flight. They ain't taking nothing off that price. They sitting back like, man, it is what it is. It happened. It ain't our fault. That's how they feel. I'm sitting there like, come on, dude. And then knowing when I land, and then when I land, they got one flight a day going to Jamaica. So I don't get to go. I miss a day. I missed the first day. Right? I missed the first day. Whoo, good God, y'all. This story just goes left and then further left, and it winds around to the right and start going. Man, all I'm saying is I'm gonna dedicate a video to Spirit Airlines, y'all. I'm gonna dedicate a video to them because they're gonna have to do better. They're gonna have to do better. That is just, we got our girl Alicia up in here. That is just absolute. Yes, rising spirit. It is awful. They are the worst. You can't listen. And I told them either they're gonna get it together, or I'm gonna help people dog them up. I said, man, I'm not using. I told the lady when I was there, I was like, listen, miss, I'm not using it. If I gotta walk to another island, if I gotta swim, I'm gonna swim to an island before I use y'all in the future. Alicia, how you doing?
Why am I feeling like I stepped into like a big, are we canceling somebody right now, Hario?
Man,
oh my gosh, I'm feeling it.
We talking about Spirit Airlines is the worst ever. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna don't have to recant it. I catch the replay. I'm sorry everybody for being late tonight. Hario, so good to see you. Huddle, so good to see you. But let me tell you, Hario, God's gonna work in your favor. All of this is gonna work together for good. You're gonna get that vacay to Jamaica, and it's going to come back 100-fold. I've never even heard of this airline. So
Ooh, when they get up there, look, when they get to Canada, y'all better just know. Well, it ain't gonna take you long because you're gonna see people complaining.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Complaining and whoo. Oh, hold up. Franklin said Spirit is being bought out. I heard. I hope so, man. I hope somebody just buy it and step it up because it's little stuff, but there's seats, man. They go ahead and change them seats. Those are the most uncomfortable seats I've ever been in on an airplane. I was like, what did y'all build this for? Did y'all have a human mold that y'all use when y'all were putting these seats on this thing? Because these are the most everybody you see everybody to like leaning up like this. Like, oh my God. Because when you lean back in it, it's like you can't really lay back in the seat. It's terrible, man.
Listen, that's why you should have taken the flight out of Canada with Air Canada, because I made it down to JA. You guys, it's so crazy. We didn't even know this was going to happen, but I was coming back from JA when Hario was coming down, and I can't.
Yep.
Air Canada took care of us. So big shout outs to Air Canada. I don't know if Air Canada even flies through.
I flew them before, they are nice. I flew them before. They are nice.
Yeah, so you know what? Listen, it's gonna work out. They know you have a voice. They know you have a community. I say you write them a letter and you let them know what's up.
Listen, they eat. So if you tag them on a post, they will inbox you. So they inboxed me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I sent them a picture of the dog. I sent them a picture of the dog that peed.
I missed that part.
This is on a flight. Yes.
Oh,
hey,
no.
man. I said, hey man, I can send y'all can straighten this with y'all. Or I can send this to World Star. What we doing?
Come on.
What we doing? Because that's all World Star looking for.
Exactly.
Another crazy situation on Spirit. They got a picture of the dog and the urine.
Wow. Woo!
Hey man, what y'all want to do?
What y'all gonna do?
So that's just the first part of it. Like I said, and then I missed the day. I missed the first day. They give you a voucher to stay in a hotel. They give you a voucher for Uber. They give you a voucher for the food. I think the voucher for the food work. The Uber work. So they'll get you to a hotel. You still got to get back to the airport.
Exactly. Wow.
They give you a voucher for food. Voucher for the food did not work. I said, okay, voucher for the hotel did work.
Yep.
But I didn't want to be in that hotel. I got a hotel in Jamaica waiting on me.
Right? Oh, that was.
And I was like, oh, come on, y'all, man. It's my birthday, man. Come on, dude. Don't say we only have one flight a day going over there and you missed it because our flight was delayed. Come on, don't say that. Yes.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
How was the rest of it? How was the rest of it?
Oh, man, when I got there, good gosh. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, do not ever underestimate the power of Jamaica.
Right? Do you know that my dad is from Jamaica, Hario? That's why I love Jamaica. I'm half Jamaican, guys.
What?
And when I touched down on that island, something happened. I felt like the vibration, the island was shaking and moving in my favor. And I'm going to say this to everybody. Listen, that was my first vacation since my escape of my narcissistic dynamic, okay? And I'm telling you, I know you've traveled quite a bit, Hario, but it was so special. And I think it was not a coincidence that you were also on the scene. But although we didn't connect, I'm so happy that you were there. I believe that that's not coincidental.
Yeah, man. So, we had an opportunity for me, again, my head was in space because I was like, wow, so I don't get to be where I'm supposed to be. But I guess everything is done for a reason because it still was an incredible weekend, and hey, so we here to step on this narc's neck tonight, and we talking about how it feels. Being with the narc feels like jail. Okay,
Wow.
it feels like, and not that I've served any time, but from what you see, jail is like somebody, of course you're walking on eggshells. It's about being under control of, someone else. And, everything about it is just bitter.
Everything
about it, every memory that you had, it's like every memory that you have of being in that relationship, you remember how bad, even the parts like when you take pictures. The one thing that I remember most is when you look back on over the years of all the pictures, all the times you were smiling, and times that people perceive as y'all, and y'all look so happy. You look so happy in this picture. And you can look right at that picture and remember what you were going through at that time. Like, man, yeah, I was smiling in the picture, but this fool over here taking the picture had me in turmoil, had my life in a place that I did not feel good.
Yes. Like Hario, just even bringing up this picture, this image, so many of us were imprisoned to the image that everything was okay. So not only are we dealing with the bondage and the incarceration of being with the narcissist, but then you become bound to the picture perfect image, to protect or to have some sense of control of the environment that you're in by feeding into this perception. I spoke to somebody today who was saying, even about my situation, it was just like, it looked like such a power couple. It looked like everything was perfect on paper, right? And then what's happening behind the scenes, and now you're imprisoned. You are committed to the fakeness. You know what I'm saying? Which is a prison of itself. So it's a really vicious cycle. Ooh. And that's why it's so difficult. And I empathize with so many of us tonight, and so many who are still in this dynamic of how do you break out of this prison wall, prison break. You know what I'm saying?
There you go, right there. And that's, what? I'm glad you said that, because that's what it's like. It's like you got to break out of prison to get out of a entanglement with a narcissist. It ain't, people say it's like, all you got to do is just leave. All you got to do is just cut them off. But it ain't that simple. It's not, nothing in life is ever just that cut and dry, that simple. Now, people will say to you, well, that's your responsibility. But they're overlooking the fact that, okay, a lot of times you got ties to this person. You have a family with this person a lot of times. A lot of times you have financial commitments.
That's right.
That you can't just walk away like, oh, I can't just walk away from this. My name is tied to that.
That's right.
My family, we got children here. I done co-signed for this car for this fool and all kinds of stuff. So a lot of times it's not as simple as just waking up in the morning. Because see, that's what a narc does. A narc ain't got no problem. You wake up one morning, that fool ain't even made it home yet. And you like, whoa, hey, you beating the phone up all day? Like, are you alive? And then they just show up 2 days later, like, I shot the sheriff and the deputy. And now you got to deal with that part, that dynamic, know, and it's like, man, it's just like, you're going through cycle after cycle, and you're trying to make sense out of this thing. And no matter what you do, and guys, one of the things that holds us hostage in that situation is that you will, with everything in you, every day, you're trying to figure out how they think, and you will always put yourself in their place and say, if it was me, this is what I would be doing. And that's why we always get it wrong. We always get it wrong. We're not judging it based on what we see them doing. We judge it based on what we think we would do. Like, well, if it was me, if I had to be out all night long, see that, and for me, I'm gonna tell you, for me, I was always at a place where that was something that was, to me, and it's just me, y'all, but that was something that was just so trifling. That was something that was so trifling. Even as a man, I felt like I just can't match you on that. To stay gone all night and show up. End of the weekend like ain't nothing wrong. To me, that was something that was just so trifling. I said, I couldn't think of something. Guys, listen, when a narc ghosts you and they just disappear and 2 or 3 days gone by and they ain't said nothing, they did that on purpose. That ain't something they so caught up in their love making with somebody for 3 or 4 days. No. See, that's what we think like. Like, damn, it had to have been incredible for you to just disappear for a whole night, all day. It had to have been. That's what we're thinking. No, guys. No. For them to do something on that level, they're saying, no, I'm doing this to you because this is about bringing chaos and turmoil, bringing pain on another level in your life. This is something I'm trying to do to you on purpose. It ain't no, I'm so in love with this person over here. No. It ain't got nothing to do with no love.
Hario, it's so big what you're saying. I would say, because we're talking about jail time, right? That's their version of solitary confinement. They want you to be by yourself, confined and tormenting in your mind. Think about it. You're in solitary confinement. It's psychological. It's there to get into your psyche, to keep you from out of the outside world. And the thing about the narcissist, they know that there are many entry points into the relationship, but they want to make sure that there's no exit points, right? So once you're in, however entangled you are, you will never find the exit sign to the relationship. And because they know that, it's like somebody who's a captor with their captives, and they get so psychologically in your mind, they can now leave the house with the doors opened, unlatched, and you will stay in that place. That, my friend, is what the narcissistic relationship has become like expert in, keeping you bound even when the doors are open. Woo!
And look, and when they got you in there like that, you can't move. You sick to your stomach. You can't move. You can't feel anything. You in there like you can't eat. You can't sleep. You can't drink anything. You are totally engulfed in a fire that's inside of you because this person has left out, given no notice of anything. And right now you're just sitting there and you're taking it and you're trying to figure out, what in the entire world did I do to deserve this? You start pointing the finger back at yourself. You're wondering, dang, did I do something to the kids? Did I do something at work? Did I lie about something? You start looking at what you did to deserve this.
Oh, terrible.
And you start blaming it on yourself. And that's one of the things that the narc is looking for you to do. Because when you start looking at yourself and say, oh man, I must have did something, now you go into forgiveness mode. Now you go into forgiveness mode for what they just did to you. Because they know, if you still dealing with me after this, then it's working. What I'm doing to you is working.
Working.
It's working because you ain't supposed to deal with me after this. You're not supposed to deal with me. You sitting around here on some forgiveness mess. I forgive you. You're not looking at, man, this joker just put you in solitary confinement. You are totally complete. You in the house by yourself, losing your mind.
Right. Yes.
You in there losing your mind, trying to figure out, ain't no way you doing this to me. There's no way you doing this to us. You in your mind, you're saying, there's no way you doing this to us. There's no way you're doing this to this relationship. How are we going to get through this with you
Exactly.
right here, with you doing this right here to me? And for what? For what? Whoa, man. Let me say, hold up. Let me say, my man Stephen Martin is in the chat dropping it. Like, man, he cold with it. Man said, so teach us to number our days. Teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Psalms 90:12. He in there, he in the chat just going at it.
Love it.
Each and every day. What's up, Angela Roche, B. Wood, Luis? Thanks for that super chat. Loving life. Patrice Bean, yes, indeed. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lovely, I'm sorry, but with the lowly is wisdom. Proverbs 11:2. I told y'all, Stephen Martin ain't playing, y'all. Just in the chat, dropping it.
In the word. That's right.
And you know what? That's one of the main things. What's up, Felicia? That's one of the main things that you need. Hey, Franklin, that's one of the main things that we need when you going through this. When you're going through this, you need some help now, not tomorrow. I don't need this tomorrow. I need to get through tonight. Through today. And I'm going to tell y'all, man, one of the worst times to be going through this is at night. When you want to go to sleep, but sleep ain't nowhere. You sitting there like, it's 2:00 in the morning. I ain't been to sleep. I ain't ate nothing. I ain't drank nothing. I can't think about nothing, but this person got me worried to absolute who knows what. I can't even function. My life, everything in my life is put on hold right now because this person has your undivided attention, because they just dragging, and they dragging you slowly, like they dragging you across hot coals, and they dragging you slow. And you trying to figure out what did I do though? But why me though? You know, Alicia,
go ahead.
I was on another Facebook group today, and they were talking about relationships. This is a relationship group, and they were talking about how things have changed so much in relationships, and you know what people are looking for and why. And people, one thing that most people are not even really looking at anymore is how marriage isn't even the goal anymore. Y'all see how the devil works though? When marriage is no longer the goal, when long-term commitment is frowned upon.
So sad.
Man, the devil is working in so many different ways in our life. It used to be just the TV. No longer the TV. Now it's right there in your hand. The one thing that they got with you all day long is that cell phone. We all have that cell phone with us all day long. And when you look on it, it has different apps, which are basically windows that you can look at and look into. And it just continues to serve as fantasy land. It shows us pictures of what it puts in our mind the vision of what a perfect person should look like.
Yeah.
what they should be like. And it's no longer normal to just be a normal woman. I'm gonna tell you, to me, the attack on women, the attack on women that women don't see though, because it's like we live in a world, women don't, a lot of times women don't see that to say let's be equal is an attack on a woman. It's made to look like no. We should be seen as this. We should be seen just like you. But the reality is that we're not the same. We're absolutely not, because see, if we were the same, then a woman could go out here, could be expected to go out here and have children and then go to work and take care of the man and sit home with the children. That would be expected, and nobody would see anything wrong with that. If we were really equal, we'd expect to see a woman on the back of a trash truck picking up them big trash cans and throwing them on it. We would expect
out there, man. They out there somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. But to me, this is just my thought. When you look at how this devil is very cunning, and that's how the devil was able to deceive Eve. In there with all that, no, Eve, nah. See, God don't want you to know something, because see, if he know that if you know this, then you will be just as smart as him. You'll be just as strong as him. You'll be seen as, you'll be respected, and he ain't gonna be able to deal with you. And he was right. He won't be able to deal with you, because when you do certain things, it takes you out of your nature. It's just like a man. See, as a man, if I'm a man and I start to see myself equal to a woman, then that means, hey, you know what? We can get married and you can take care of me. And there's nothing wrong with that if I see myself as your equal. But I'm just saying that that's how divisive things can be. When you look at the world we live in now, everything is going in reverse of nature. Everything is going in the reverse of nature. If this stuff was real and this is the way it was supposed to be, then you would see society, it would reflect that in society.
Yeah. I think what you're expressing there, there's a lot of confusion, right?
A lot.
And God is not the author of confusion. And this is why we have so many, it's like even down to the basic natural intimate connections with humanity, it's confused. You know what I mean? The basic biology of human beings is becoming confused. Like now it's like people don't even know what to identify with now. People don't know we have fallen so far from understanding our God ordained identity, and this can get very controversial, right? But I hear what you're saying, and I think what it is this: it's like equality versus roles, right? So God says in the kingdom of God, there's no female, male, Greek or Gentile. He says he created woman and man, woman coming out of the rib of Adam, right? Coming out of the man. And what happens is now, if we want to talk about a narcissistic spirit, you have genders that are competing with one another, trying to lord themselves over one another in relationship dynamics, and it's control and power. And when we look at the Garden of Eden, because Stephen just mentioned this, Eve had no boundaries. Eve's boundaries were set by God and her husband. And when that divisive serpent came and spoke to her, he suggested what it would be like if she ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And as a result, how the serpent tempted Eve was by saying, Don't you know the reason he doesn't want you to eat that fruit is because when you eat it, you'll be just like him. And so there is a desire now that's been unleashed in the earth where woman now, it's not valuable to be you're a woman when you're comparable to a man, right? You're to be feminine now is like we're getting back to it. The conversation's coming back. I see a lot of things on social media about, getting in touch with your femininity, but there's been a breach, and that breach has happened because there's been abuse. And people have thought that the answer is now trying to well, I'm going to be like you, and I'm going to take care of myself, and I'm going to do. And what that has done is created a confusion. It's to destroy or break down the family dynamic. This is so big.
Woo! And see, I'm glad you took it right back there, because that's how the devil was able to get to Eve, because at that time it was let me demote you. Let me make you feel like being a woman ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You just sitting at home cooking and cleaning. That ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't no respect nowhere. See, he took the enjoyment. He took the pride out of what her job was. He took the pride out of her position. And see, it's just like being a man. If he had went to Adam and said, "Hey, man, come on, Joe. Are you serious? Man, you could be laying up, chilling, and she be out there in the field going to get that food, doing this, doing that, breaking her back for you. You could be, you letting her get over." And if he could convince Adam to take that mindset, then, and Eve didn't have it, then they both sitting back, and Eve like, "Well, hey, what you doing? I'm the woman here, not you. You can't be the woman if I'm the woman."
Yeah.
He tempted her with power. He tempted, and see, guys, that's one thing that, that's just part of the world we live in. If he can convince you that you're powerful and you can be more powerful, we are all, especially in a woman is attracted to power. That's your nature. When you are attracted to a man, you're attracted to the power in that man. And the devil was able to separate it and say, hey, but you can be the most powerful. You don't need him for that. I can make you, if you had the same knowledge, you can be just as powerful. You can be more powerful because you're already smarter than him. And once you bite into that, it's no way you're going to be. See, the devil already knows it's not possible for you to get along with him if you're more powerful than him and you're smarter than him. It's not possible, because he no longer has a place in your life. Guys, I'm telling y'all, it's simple things that have been done, but the things that have been done are working, and it has destroyed family. We look at it like, well, man, ain't nobody trying to be your maid. Ain't nobody trying to be this. Ain't nobody. And that ain't no maid. When you take care of your family, you're a woman. What the hell you think you here for? To go be an executive of a company? You think God created you as a woman to be an executive for a company? That was his purpose when he said, I need a woman here? Huh? I need a boss chick.
When the man hasn't fulfilled, I have something to say. If the man hasn't fulfilled his God-ordained position, God will call a woman. He did it in the book of Judges. He called Deborah to be a judge in Israel. He called Esther to be the queen with King Xerxes. And so we understand this, and I'm bringing that because this is Bible, right? He brought Ruth to meet his Boaz. Woman, when man has not stepped into his position and respected the union between man and woman, because a woman is a helpmate.
Yeah, you see right? That? You see what you said right there, though? That's exactly what I'm talking about. When somebody ain't in order, if a man ain't in order, then yeah, a woman you got to do with certain, you got to survive. There's certain things you have to do.
Well, this is why this
out of the necessity of somebody ain't in order with, ain't aligned with nature. You dig? I'm not sitting here telling all of y'all like, hey, you know what? In all cases, didn't flat across the board, but I am saying that you are a vessel. You are the creator of life. That job is far more important than this bull jive that you've been convinced is as important. Get money.
Absolutely. And I think, Hario, like in an ideal world, what you're saying is absolutely true. Woman is a carrier. Women is is receiving, and what has been so put into her, she will cultivate, right? The problem is the power dynamic. When a man has now devalued their woman, there's two households. There's a household where there's a husband who's valuing his wife and valuing the fact that she's a mother and a caregiver and an influencer of her household, even to him, a counselor and all these things, a teacher. That's a woman is the first teacher to her children, and then you have a man who is either threatened by that or uses that as a source of control. And so what we are seeing, this is a sin issue. What we are seeing manifested with the breakdown of the household, the breakdown of the marriage, the breakdown is a product of unforgiveness and a product of sin. And so I always say this, two things. You can tell the morality of a society by its women. Okay? Number one.
Say that again.
You can see the morality of a society based on its women. Okay?
God.
We are radically rebellious on this side of the world.
Look here. We're not gonna just step past that right there, because that was so. I'm gonna have to take and make a clip out of that one, because man, you dropped it all the way. The morality of a society is based on and is judged by the mindset of the women in that society. And when you have women that have a high moral standard, that society has the exact same high moral in that entire place. Everybody there, they have to conform to that, because the women of that place have conformed to, hey, whoa, you're not going to just devalue it. We're not going to put ourselves out there in a way where we're going to accept being devalued and immoral. We're not going to position ourselves like that.
Yes.
And also, when you see a society where the women's morality is low, as you can see right here in this country, anything goes, everything goes, anything immoral, unjust, on every level. Right now, we see it. There is not anything that you could not just come out of the sky imagining to say that it doesn't go on out here in our society right now. I learned just yesterday about, we always hear about these people, human trafficking out here. And I learned yesterday that they have women that are out here doing the same thing now.
Absolutely.
They are trafficking other women. They will capture a woman because women gonna trust women. That's and they have these women tied up and chained up, locked up in cages. And they use them as sex slaves. They use them, they create brothels with these women, and it's women doing it now. I'm not saying that men haven't done it and aren't doing it, but I'm saying that you have women out here doing it now. So you can see there's nowhere or people that you can trust out here anymore.
This is the product of the last days. So Tiggy's Tig said something here, and I like what they said. They said, I don't think there's a battle between the sexes. I think narcissism has divided people.
That's it.
And this is what it is. Anytime if you really look at the root of narcissism, it's essentially saying, I am God.
That's right.
When you're dealing with a narcissistic man or a woman, and they're trying to keep you incarcerated in jail, they're saying, I am God and you are subject to me. So if you're in a narcissistic relationship, that's why a man can be in a relationship with a woman who is essentially operating in a spirit that's saying, I am your God and you will obey me. And if you don't obey me, you will deal with the consequences of that. And because they're operating under a demonic spirit, it defies gender roles. It defies gender, period, because it's demonic. Yes. It's on a whole nother level. And so I'm so glad they said that, because this is what we didn't call it narcissism in the Bible, but we saw when the serpent was unleashed, we saw the first murder between brothers, Cain and Abel. The first murder, okay? It completely changed the dynamic of human relation, okay? And so when we're looking at this dynamic, this is why we have to protect our families under the Spirit of God, because the only thing that will destroy this spirit of captivity and bondage is the power of God. Because this world won't bless you, my friend. This world won't bless your marriage, won't bless your relationships, won't bless your household. You have to declare in these last days, when we're seeing friends taking people on trips and murdering them down south.
Come on.
When we're seeing, people, killing their spouse and then going back to work like nobody's business. This is the nature of the seasons. And the Bible says to discern the seasons and the times. If you're under the sound of my voice, do not take even what you're seeing in the news, these relationship dynamics. Don't think it's not relevant or applicable to you. Because for you to desire marriage, for you to desire to be a woman, for you to desire to be a man, don't take it for granted. That's a blessing in these days. Because now you have the option to choose, apparently, according to the culture.
But look at so have you seen what they're talking about with D Wade and his son's mother? That's guys. I'm gonna tell you. We have allowed the LGBT community to just become beyond disrespectful. Yeah, that's beyond disrespectful. And we scared to even say it because they're going to attack you, right? And
will be accused.
And whatever. They got this situation with D Wade's son, 14 or 15 years old, done changed his name and now trying to legally change his sex. That's a kid. That is a child. And you saying, you trying to get his child permission to change what God made you. God made you something.
Right.
You said, oh, well, I don't feel like that. I don't care what God did. I don't care how I was born. This what I am. I mean, so now we can just declare, hey, I'm an elephant. I'm a monkey. I'm a dog. I can say I'm that. And I expect y'all to respect me as that. And I want to go to a court and make them say I'm legally that.
This is the big thing. This is the juggler. You said it. It's going to the court. It's changing the laws. It's not just about one person. It's changing the very fabric of our society. And really, it's challenging God's law. And this is what we've always done as human beings. We've tried to challenge God's law and say, we're God. We're God over you, God. God, you're subject to us. You're not in control. We decide when the sun rises and when the moon comes up. Like, who do we think we are? And this is why pride is the number one sin of every narcissist. And this is why we have to check ourselves daily, is the sin of pride. Pride isn't just vanity or thinking you're better than. Pride is thinking that you don't need to be subject to an omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent God. Okay. This is very huge. Why do I keep going into this? Why do I talk about getting spiritually free? Because we just talked about it. You can be bound in a society, forget just a narcissistic relationship, in a narcissistic society that seeks to define you and challenge what you have been ordained and purposed to be. That's crazy. Like, you got to understand this, it's bigger than the relationship that you're coming out of. It's bigger than that toxic mother or father that you're dealing with. It's bigger than that. It's trying to get you to be completely out of order so you never walk in true destiny.
Thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I've been going. That's exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the relationship dynamic. If you out of order, okay, you can't be in order and out of order at the same time.
Come on now.
We both have a role. We both have a role. Demand the other person stand up in their lane, in their role. Because if you do not, and you saying let's share each other's role, because that's what we done turn this into. Who that working for? Y'all know anybody that's working for? Anybody? We share each other's roles. We half on everything. We do everything everything is. Who is that working for? Who's happy doing that? And that's the thing. Once you step into the other person's role, I mean, you step out of your role. And see, of course, now we always gonna have a dynamic of, okay, but what about this type of situation? And what about that type of situation? It don't matter what the situation is. Because see, this is what God is gonna say to you. This is what God's saying to you. What you doing?
Yeah.
You're worrying about what they doing. What are you doing? That's what matters. That's all that matters right there. What are you doing? What did you do? When it came down, okay, y'all had a child. Y'all had a one-night stand, y'all had a child. Okay. Champ, you think that God gonna just let this dude go out here and live a life of abundance? And he done left you there with a child? He ain't doing nothing to help take care of it? Y'all think that he just gonna let him? What did you do? Did you stay in your lane? Look, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, and I'm gonna do the best to the best of my ability. You think that? And then I was in here the other night, and there was a couple of people that really thought, and people still really believe. You think that because you see that person having some level of success, we be thinking that they got away with everything. How they get away with everything? You don't see. Listen, you don't see what's going on behind the scenes.
Come on, tell them.
You don't see. You think that all you thinking is, man, they getting some money. Man, they in a good relationship with somebody. Man, they got somebody treating them like gold. That's what you think. Because you see a small glimpse. You see a small glimpse. All you thinking is, oh man, their life is perfect. You don't see all them letters coming to them about people they owe money to, about people who chasing them down. You don't see that they got the government trying to get them for their taxes. You don't see that they got to pay their bills every day. You don't see that their account is already. You think they're going to show you that their account has already been seized?
That's right. Can't cross the border. Can't go nowhere.
Can't do nothing, God. But you don't see that part because they making it look like it's easy out here. They making it look like, and you out here working your behind off, and you worrying about what they do. Stop worrying about what everybody else doing, what they got going on. Stop worrying about that, because what's for you is for you. What's for them? Listen, and the thing, this is what the thing that gets to me is, I'm telling you every single day, you got to trust the process. You were with this person, and somehow you believe that person just hit a button. They went home and hit a button, and because they met this new person, that button has turned them into Oh man, my life is perfect now. The problem was I was with you. Now I'm perfect. I got this other person and they treat me like this and blah, 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 blah. And you sitting there like, now you starting to believe it was you. You, this horrible, fake, trifling person that made them act trifling. Listen to y'all. Listen here. I'm going to tell you something. If you ain't trifling, can't nobody make you trifling. Okay?
So true.
If you ain't trifling, can't nobody make you trifling. You got to have that in you. And guess what else? If you are trifling, you ain't gonna stop being trifling because you got somebody new. Remember when they were with you. At the beginning, it appeared that they're not trifling.
Oh gosh.
At the beginning, it don't stay like that. They don't stay like that. At the beginning, everybody look like everything is all good.
That's right.
But listen, they can't just not be who they are. You can't wait. Listen, every morning, every single morning, y'all get up out the bed. You get up out the bed, and every day as an empath, a lover of life, a lover of people, a true good person. Every day you wake up saying, and you wake up thinking, I'm gonna have a wonderful day. It's another day. You're looking for the beautiful possibilities in it. That narc, if you wake up next to a narc, every day they see you wake up. Every day they watch you wake up, they're thinking, wow, how you get up again and you ain't mad? You woke up again, you ain't beat down? As much as I beat you down this week, and you still want to get up and be happy? You still want to get along with me after I torture you?
Jeez.
They sitting there every day looking at you like something wrong with you. But I'm gonna get you though. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you today. I might not have tripped you up far enough yesterday, but I'm gonna get you today. And if I don't get you today, I'm gonna get you tomorrow. And guys, see, the thing that people don't see in this narc, the thing that they don't see the other side is, see, they'll come and be abusive, but then they'll stop. See, guys, I want y'all to see something.
Come on.
The only thing, the narcissist knows when they've gone too far and done too much, the only thing they have to do is stop, right? When they stop, you looking at them like, okay, we got a normal situation again. You ever notice that when the narcissist stops the abuse for a day or two, your whole house seems normal?
Exactly. And then it messes with your mind. You're like, wait a second, I was in chaos. And if you do something, make some decision, that's what keeps you in the prison. Because you're just like, what the heck? Now this person's acting like everything's fine. They cooking dinner at the stove. You're like, what? And now you look crazy now if you want to leave. If you want to.
Exactly. And that's exactly what you're going through every single day. You look like something's wrong with you because now they're looking at you like, what's wrong with you?
You still mad at that?
I just caught you cheating on me again yesterday. That's what's wrong. And they looking at you like, that was yesterday. You still tripping? You still tripping about something that happened yesterday? And they make you start to think they want to shame you. They want to shame you because now you standing up for yourself. Now you got the nerve to be upset. And they looking at you like, well, I've been abusing you the whole time. I've been dogging you the whole time. Every single day. And now you got a problem with it. Why? Now they have become the victim. What you're not going to do to a narcissist, you're not going to be the victim. Okay? I don't care what they have done to you. I don't care how bad they have trashed to you, called you out your name, beat you up, punished you. I don't care what they have done to you. You are not going to be the victim. Okay? It's not going to happen.
Say it again.
Listen, every single day of your life, every day that you spend with them, it's going to be in that cell. It's going to be in a cell. But they normalize it by just stop abuse. Okay, let me stop abusing you today because you look like you done had a lot. I done dogged you a whole lot. I got you this week. Yeah, let me see you recover from that. But then when you recover, they go right back to it. Guys, you can't just wake up every single day trifling unless you trifling. Okay? If you're that kind of person that you can wake up every day and do this to anybody, do you hear me? Anybody, especially the people who ain't doing nothing to you. And guys, that's a lot of the times y'all don't understand, and you're not even looking at the fact that you can't understand why this narcissist is doing what they're doing to you, because you're doing everything in your power. Everything in your power, everything with every resource you have, you are giving this narcissist 200% of yourself. You walking on eggshells every day trying to think what more you can do for them and to them every single day. And no matter what, it ain't enough. No matter what you do, no matter what you have done, it'll never be enough. It never has been enough. And even after you get finished doing, after you co-sign for them, right? You done co-sign for their car today. And by next week, by the end of this week, they already got an attitude with you. They done already started back at you about that same pettiness. And you're doing everything in your power. You're doing everything in your power just to keep this situation functional. Man, I watch people that I know are in bad situations. I know, I'm watching it, but I know the situation you in trifling. I ain't gonna say nothing because you choosing it. Yeah. But at the same time, I sit back and I watch and I'll be like, wow, man. So you mean to tell me you put up with all this dirt and trifling cruddiness just to get that one picture that you look happy in? You put up with a whole year worth of abuse just for 2 damn pictures, just to be in 2 pictures that look like we happy, and you ain't happy.
And, you know, Hario, and even still, like, even when we take it to like people who are staying in this situation for something that might seem totally legit, like the children. And I can't stress enough, like, who has told us that it's okay for the kids to watch abuse up close and personal?
They got they got you when you were young. See, that's what a narcissist is looking for. That's right. Listen, this devil is looking for somebody who grew up and their home was broken. They looking for somebody whose mindset is, I ain't under no circumstance will I allow my home to be broken up. I'm gonna make it through that abuse. I'm gonna get through this abuse. No matter what, I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way to keep this family together, because I want my children to grow up in a home that had both of the parents in it. See, that's what's been instilled in us, and the devil knows it. You think the devil, that's all the devil using against us? That's all he got. That's all he got. Your mind was set up, and you are set up in a way where it's in your heart. It's in your design. Yes. Stay with the person for the rest of your life. That's how we would design. No matter what. And then when you listen to them wedding vows, you done been through some wedding vows, thick and thin, for better or for worse. Well, we thought that for worse meant that, you know, if they get hurt, if they get Alzheimer's, or they fall ill or get cancer, that's what we thought for better or for worse meant. We didn't know that the worst part meant, oh, no. It means they lying, they cheating, they stealing from you, they trying to delete you.
trying to give you STDs, trying to give you.
They're going to give you that. And that's, guys, I'm just simply saying, when you look at everything you do, you're not looking at the totality of what you're doing. You're just doing, it's natural to you to give everything. Every part is natural to you. And you're dealing with somebody that is saying, I don't care what you give me. I am going to abuse you beyond anything that I can. And I'm not going to stop until I delete you. And guys, you don't believe that a narcissist is really trying to delete you because, first of all, you can't fathom someone doing something like that to you that you're doing everything for. You do everything for them. So it's unnatural to you. You can't fathom, why would somebody that depends on me be trying to delete me or trying to get rid of me? What? No, that don't even make sense. I do everything for this person. This person depends on me. And that's what keeps us there most of the time. We see, okay, well, this person got a lot of mess with them. It ain't going to be happy, but let me just do this for my kids.
Yeah.
And what you don't see is no matter what you do, no matter how much you sacrifice, at the end of this road, and that's why I'm here to tell you,
come on,
you can stick it out if you want to. Well, you can try to stick it out, but you still ain't going to make it. I don't care what you think you're going to do with this. Okay, I'm going to let you just cheat in peace. Okay, I'm going to let you just dog me. I don't care what you try to do. This person wasn't designed to stay in your life. They were not. And I'm saying this, guys. I know that it may seem like I'm telling you, hey, man, it's all about breaking up relationships, but it's not. Because you got to have a relationship to break one up, first of all. You're not in a relationship. You're entangled in something that is abusing you.
Absolutely.
There's a difference between that and a healthy relationship. If it ain't healthy, and guys, another thing, man, you got to stop thinking that God gonna leave you here by yourself, that ain't nobody out here for you. You to stop that. You got to stop that thought process, because that is the process in your mind that's going to keep a whole lot of people wasting a whole lot more of your time in an abusive, toxic situation. That ain't what God got for you. It ain't. But when we get our mind made up, because we do make up our minds that this is for me. I did it. Please let me tell you, I did it.
Wow.
I'm going to tell you, you can try all you want. You've already tried everything and nothing worked.
Nothing. I can't stress that enough. Hario. Like this, and these types, like for those of you who have been so discouraged and now you've cut yourself off of the possibility of like newness. The enemy knows this as well. The enemy knows that you are so brokenhearted, so bitter, so destroyed by what the narcissist has done, then what's left but to ruminate about the relationship for the next 20 years of your life. So that's the lifetime sentence that the narcissist wants, okay? The narcissist wants that even if they discard you or you discard them, that you have given yourself a life sentence of loneliness, abandonment, like PTSD. You now have sentenced yourself. The judge didn't sentence you. The narcissist didn't even sentence you. Okay? The crime has already been committed, you know? But now who's going to issue out that sentence? It's you. And you have the power to rebuke it. You have the power to break it off. You have the power to move in a way that's going to cause the devil to flee. Let me tell you, the devil isn't God. Okay? I need you to know that tonight. Every devil has a deadline. I need you to know that as well. Whatever you're going through tonight, Hario said it. Maybe you can't sleep. You're ruminating. Maybe you're the pain, the emotional, psychological pain is so much. But let me tell you, if you stand and you gird yourself, if you're in prayer, if you are, watching these types of broadcasts, subscribing to Hario's channel, subscribing to my channel, and constantly feeding yourself spirit and love and peace, that devil's going to get tired. And some of you have to realize that some of you got discarded because the narcissist got tired. The narcissist is like, man, I've done all this stuff to this person and they keep on rising back up. I've got to find some more prey out here. Okay?
That's it. That's life to
Count yourself blessed is what I'm trying to say, Hario. Somebody needs to understand that tonight. They've been blessed. They've been divinely discarded.
Yes. And you know what, though? We don't see it as a blessing. We see it as like we lost something. You lost
so much, boo.
You lost all the trifling baggage that you could possibly ever want to lose. Woo, Miss Nims. Sorry we took so long. We just get caught up.
Get caught up, girl.
Super chat. Miss Nims said, free yourself from that jail. Definitely not easy. But the freedom you get makes it worth it. Have faith in yourself and God, family. Lovely. Peaches up in here.
Peaches.
It's right, Peaches. Peaches always come through with it saying, hey, man, look here, y'all. We win no matter what. No matter what.
That's right.
Guys, the only way that you can lose with a narcissist, let me give it to you. I'm going to have to do a video on this one. The only way you can lose with the narcissist is staying with them.
Wow, 100.
The only way you can lose is staying with that devil. That's the only way. Y'all look at the world we live in. They got people and companies. Y'all see what they were saying about Kanye just said about Balenciaga? He's like, look, man, these people are literally out here. These people are literally out here trying to use children. And they're not using children in a way where they're glorifying anything positive, guys. They're sexualizing children.
Yeah.
We look at, and I'm saying, don't get me wrong, Kanye going through it right now. That dude's he's going through, you name it, this, that, and the third, but he is under attack. Guys, when I see people like him, I know what he's up against. He has seen the devil. He has seen the devil. And he's just saying, look, I'm going to reveal it. I'm going to reveal it. I'm going to tell it. And that's the one thing. That's the one thing that everybody in here, guys, that's that one thing, that devil that you dealt with or are dealing with, that's their biggest fear.
That's right.
It's exposure. Don't tell everybody what I do to you. Why you think there's so many people out here, even coaches are saying, you got to learn, you in a relationship, you got to learn how to keep your business to yourself.
Jeez.
Really? I got to learn to keep it to myself when this joker in here beating me up. That's what they telling women. Listen, you got to learn how to keep that to yourself. And when he beats you, when you catch him cheating on you, when he lied to you, or when she cheating on you, man, or when she's abusing you, when she hitting you, when she throwing stuff on you, when she doing anything to you, guys, society's saying, look here, keep that to yourself. Don't tell nobody that they lie on you, that they cheating on you, that they beating on you, that they taking the money out the house and spending it on other people. That they taking your money, go and steal it out your account. Wow. And spend it on somebody else. Don't tell nobody That's what society wants you to do. Just stay in that mess.
Yep.
How you gonna get out of it if you afraid to tell somebody what you in?
And this is the thing, Hario. This is why it's so important to empower all of us tonight, and the huddle and everything, to understand that there is going to be a backlash from some confrontation with the narcissist. When you begin to get really free, that is what freedom looks like. Really, when you're breaking free from when you start to be able to be bold, when you start to testify, when you say, listen, I know what that is. And you don't care what anybody says, the smear campaign has no effect on you anymore. You couldn't care less. Anybody who believes whatever they believe, you don't want to rock with them. You don't want their money. They want to give you hush money, and you're like, keep your money. When you have now decided you ain't gonna be my God, you ain't divining who I am. I ain't bowing down. I ain't bending over for nobody. When you start understanding who you are, okay, that is when that narcissist, this is why so many of you are stuck in kind of like purgatory, okay? Listen, there is a place where God wants to take you. He wants to get you all the way out of this prison cell, okay?
Hey, Alicia.
And Kanye's doing it, though, Hario. I see it. He's a little bit cray-cray. But let me tell you, he's in spiritual warfare. And sometimes spiritual warfare will make you go a little loopy. I'm praying for my brother.
Listen. That dude got it. He see it. Do you think? And I'm saying the thing that's dangerous about that whole situation is the fact that, again, when you know who this devil really is, you start to understand it. You come out here and the devil looking at Kanye like, look, man, I done made you famous. I done made you rich.
Yes.
You ain't about to go out here and think you going
to
throw me out there after I done did it for you. Nah, buddy, I'm gonna make you look crazy.
But isn't
everybody else?
And this is what these relations, this is why we're seeing it. This is why when we're watching this, every one of us should relate to these stories that are coming up like on mainstream, like because that's exactly what the narcissists do. You gotta be taking notes. The minute that you open up your mouth, be prepared, but the power is in your hands. You've got the receipts, okay? You've got the text messages. You've got all the proof that because you have been a super empath, you've hid it and you covered it. But God let you have it in the back pocket, because when they try to throw you under the bus, when that devil tries to accuse you, when that devil tries to sentence you, you can say, I'm chilling. You can talk all you want. I know the truth, and the truth has made me free from this jail, devil.
The truth gonna make you free. I want to address something here. I see in the comments, Sweet Thickness 84 said, and she asked the question, and this is God, this is right at the valley of decision for everybody here. This is how you get caught and stuck in something for many years, not 1 year.
Yeah.
Many years. She said, should I stay with someone who lied to me once? Yeah. See how that go? You see how we thinking? You see how we thinking? We're thinking like, well, one lie ain't so bad. Just
what kind of lie though? What kind of lie?
No. I'm glad she didn't even say what kind of lie. Because yes, you should leave if you're to a place where you found out about a lie, that ain't the first lie, number one. That ain't the first lie. When you're at a place where you see it, that means it's been going on, and now it's been going on so much, now you've seen it. So to think that, okay, it was just one small little lie, such thing as a small little lie. That's the crack. You see how our minds have been conditioned?
Boy, brother, you called it out.
It ain't that bad. It's just one little lie. No, listen, y'all. I told y'all this is about protection. This is about protecting yourself. What is the purpose of a lie from somebody you don't know? What do they fear is the consequence of having to tell a lie to you, what is the consequence that they face for telling you the truth about the situation? See, people only lie because they fear the consequence that comes with the telling the truth.
What they hiding?
What are you hiding? Why? And if it's and then why would you lie to me about something stupid? Nah, man, I don't want to be around somebody telling me small lies about stupid stuff. Because if you are a liar about something small, you a big liar too. You are a liar. Listen, y'all. People that lie. That's what it is. People who lie about everything. They lie about something small, they're gonna lie about something big.
I think that's the key though. The narc is lying about everything. The narc is lying about what they ate for breakfast. Okay. The narc is lying to see if they do confess a lie or you find them in a lie. It's more for them to figure out how you are going to be in the relationship more than the lie itself. So if you do tolerate it, if they know that's a non-negotiable, they're going to know from the jump because there's not going to be a next time, right? But I'm going to keep it 100. Like, Cario, when you said that, or when my sister online just asked that, I was like, My brain fully was like, well, it depends on what it is. Have I lied before? Can't really think of the last time I lied in a dynamic. Like, I'm just thinking, like, are we being too harsh? Are we not? Like, I'm just posing the question. But you know what? You're right. Like, what is the purpose of the lie? A purpose of the lie is to conceal something, right? Exactly. So if you're trying to get to know somebody, why would their first deflect be to hide or to lie? I stand to be corrected.
That's my exact point right there. If I gotta lie to you, if we're just getting to know each other and I gotta tell you a small lie, well, yeah, I kind of went to work today. What you mean you kind of went to work? Yeah, well, we on probation and such and such happened the other day and I gotta go back on Thursday. Cause he lying, he ain't working. And if you ain't working, why you lying about it?
Right?
Can't you just say who you are? Tell me who you are so I can get to know who you really are. Don't sit back and then lie and say blah, 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 and then change it up. No. Let me make an honest assessment of who you are right from the beginning.
Yes.
Nah, man, I'm not gonna, and I'm saying this.
And you can't build a foundation on a lie. Sorry.
And I'm saying this, that if, okay, you and I meet and, and you tell me a small lie, like, well, let's say, I said, I'm going to call you back. We talk on the phone. I'm going to have to call you back in a few minutes and, blah, blah, blah. Now that's something small. That's not an intentional lie. You're like, hey, I intended to call you back, but I got caught up into this and I just forgot. That's all. See, that's not lying.
Yeah.
But when it comes to every time I talk to you and I'm always calling you and you'll tell me I'll call you right back and you never call me back, you're not calling me back on purpose. You telling me something to show me I ain't really interested in you, but I don't want to tell you. Instead of just saying, hey, listen. Instead of just saying, hey, listen, hurry, man. You're a nice person, blah, blah, blah. I ain't really feeling you though. I ain't, and I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to drag you along, straggle you along. I'm just, this ain't for me. That's all. Not right now. Let's be friends, whatever. See, the respect that you get from telling the truth, the respect, the self-respect that you have shows the kind of integrity, the type of person that you are. When people know that you're a person that if I lie to you and you catch me in a lie, I know you're going to cut me off. Then I know I got to be straight up with you. I know that if I'm a liar, I know I ain't going to be able to maintain no relationship with you. If I know you're going to cut me off, I already know you're that type of person. And the way that I'm going to know that you're that type of person is the way you conduct yourself from the initial meeting. And that's going to be, you're going to have your defense up like you're looking for a reason to cut me off.
Yeah.
From the beginning. Guys, we get so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at the beginning. We like, oh my goodness, you look so good. I just want to be with you. Well, okay, but you got to have good character. You got to be a good person. You can't just be with me and be some garbage. No, because we don't. Can we count everybody in the chat that has been with somebody that might look good, but they some garbage? Come on, we done already been on that ride. So to go back on it again and to stay on it. And guys, a lot of us get in these situations and stay in it because you don't want to look like you can't keep a man or you can't keep a woman. A lot of people are stuck in trifling relationships right now because you worrying about what everybody gonna think of you and say about you because you not in that relationship no more. Whole lot of us stick with clowns and trifling people because we worried about what other people are gonna say instead of saying, you know, look, man, this ain't for me. I was looking at a TikTok video earlier today, and it was about midlife crisis. Women, I was looking at women's midlife crisis though. Oh, and things that they were saying as to why they, you know, justifying why I'm not in a relationship, why I left my relationship. And it's the same reason that men leave their relationship. I'm bored, you know, I'm not happy, you know, and so forth and so on. And it's like, okay, if I get to a place in my life where I'm in a relationship, I got a family, I got a marriage, this and that, and they say that once your kids grow up and get out the house, the marriage usually ends. For most people. For most people. Guys, the bottom line is when you commit to somebody, even though a lot of times we young, we don't know no better. We don't understand what's coming down the line 20 years later. Woo! I'm never going to tell anybody to leave a relationship just because I'm not happy. I'm not going through any abuse. I'm not going through this. I'm not going through that. I'm just not happy. Because if you're just not happy, then that's your issue.
Well, this is the thing, though, Hario. It comes back to what you're talking about. The culture and this whole like, oh, girl, you gotta live your best life and everything's got to be all, you know, like appeasing to your flesh and your feelings. And when people don't understand, like, love trumps all of that. Love is a commitment. Love is a choice. Love is an action. Love is this. And it's like, you've got people that it's like, oh, you know what? Like, I don't feel good every day. You don't make me feel good. Well, who's supposed to make you feel good? You're supposed to make yourself feel good. How are you going to put somebody and give them the expectation to make you feel good? That means you're putting them in the position to be God. You've got to generate your own.
Say that. Say that.
You are putting them in a position to be God. Anytime we are governed by the actions of an individual outside of ourselves, we're getting into agreement with the fact that they're the God over our lives. Every time you go no contact, every time you don't show the narcissist emotion, every time you make a decision not predicated on the narcissist, you are declaring you're not God. No, you're not. And anytime you're in a relationship where you're finding yourself very uncomfortable because you don't get your way, and your way, you know your way ain't the right way. You know your way ain't the right, and you start to justify it, that you know you're dealing with something that is trying to keep you bound. These are spiritual things that have to be discerned spiritually, because it's not always going to be on Google or on YouTube or on a textbook. You've got to examine yourself, because so many people are breaking that. We don't talk about all the people who are falsely diagnosing people as narcissists too.
That's right.
Just because they didn't get their way.
Oh man, I'm glad you said that, because we got so many people that feel like You know, and guys, there's a lot of narcs that will say they with a narc just because you can't have your way. Just because you didn't go and get up out the bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and go get me a glass of water. You a narcissist.
You a narcissist.
and look, and the thing about it is, I'm glad you brought that up because, see, it's a difference between what the rest of us going through and versus somebody who won't get up and go get you a glass of water. Okay, that's what made you a narcissist.
Lord have mercy.
Like, man, if you don't get out of here, you don't get your narcissistic behind out of here with that. Because a narcissist it is clear. It is clear and cut. When you dealing with one of these monsters, you ain't gonna be sitting back thinking about the time they didn't go get you the glass of water. That's you happy about having something like that. You sitting there like, man, no, I can't go to sleep because this fool want to argue every day, want to start conflict every day. If I look wrong, if I this, if I that, ain't nothing ever. Anything I do ain't right. No, that's when you in bondage in a jail cell. That's what it feel like when you in jail. Ain't nothing right. And when you in a jail cell, you're surrounded by evil. You in a prison, you're surrounded by evil. That's what make you feel like you were a narcissist.
And you are deprived. Let's think about this. You are in a jail cell. You are deprived of your basic rights. Okay, when you are in a narcissistic relationship, you are deprived of respect. You're deprived of affection. You're deprived of any type of affirmation, validation. You are spiritually deprived, which means you become empty. And when you become empty, that's what makes you unable to get out, because now you've been depleted. Let me tell you, depleted of what was in you. This is why I'm telling you, a narcissistic relationship will bring you to your knees because you have nothing left. You're like, God, help me. Nobody can tell me they haven't been down on their knees crying out to God to say, God, what do I do next? Because every relationship is supposed to pour back, pour, and you've given everything up. How could you get out? Have you ever seen somebody who is like dying of thirst? What do they say? That you can live without food, but you can't live without water. And you're trying to crawl out of out of a situation. You have no strength. You have no liquid in your body. Your body starts to shut down. Okay. Some of you are being very hard on yourselves because you're sitting there and you're saying, why didn't I get it? Well, let me tell you, your body shut down. Your brain shut down.
Oh, man.
Okay. All the things that kept you, on fire, your passion, your reasoning, your logic has been attacked on a very high level. You've been in war. Okay. Yeah. And that's why when you go through this no contact, or when you go through that separation phase, or when you finally step outside that prison cell, it comes back to you like a flood. Hario? Like, you're just like, what the hell did I just come out of? Yeah. For some of you, the first time you're like, what the heck? What the heck happened? Because now your body, you're starting to feed yourself. You're starting to hear like the Spirit of God again. You're starting to like take care of yourself. You're coming back to yourself, and their body is now being rejuvenated, and you're being revived again. And that's why you've got to remember. Don't let them tell you to forget. Don't forget. It's like when people talk about the Holocaust or the slave trade. We can never forget, because if you forget, you will have no idea to gauge where you're going or where you need to be, because you will forget the sacrifice and the bondage that you went through.
That's the importance. That is the importance of having wisdom, having knowledge of what happened and why things did happen. Because once you understand and you see, most of us, we didn't see that. We didn't know. We thought that, and I'm going to tell you something else about everybody here. The good people. Well, everybody here is good people.
Oh, that's right.
Guys, one of the things that you really never paid attention to was you grew up thinking, one day I want this kind of relationship. You had it in your mind as a child, I want a beautiful relationship. I want to be happy. I want to have a happy family, and then you filled in the details of how you wanted to be happy. And when you got with somebody, you just thought that they grew up the same way. You thought that they grew up wanting to keep a family together and to be happy.
Yeah.
You grew up thinking that. But when you got with them, you saw, man, ain't no happiness in this person. This person is a fraud.
100.
And they sit back and they will talk and they will tell people, they will act and try to make you look like you're the one that's the downer in the relationship. You're the one that never wants to be happy, that never wants to do good things and have fun. And they want to make you look and sound like you are the most grotesque. You are the worst person they've ever met or dealt with.
Yeah.
And the whole time you don't even see it. You don't even know that somebody's behind your back talking about you like that. And all you ever wanted was a happy home, a loving relationship with this person, because they done fed that to us that, once you get married, it's forever. It's for till death do you part and all that. And you sitting back like, well, how am I going to stay married to somebody that don't love me, don't respect me, that wants to abuse me, cheat on me, lie to me, steal from me? How do you navigate through that? Because we sit there and you listen to the vows. The vows tell you to death do us part. I'm a love, honor, respect, and obey. Those are all action words. So it's telling you love is an action word. So the moment that the narcissist is no longer being a husband or no longer a wife, they have divorced you. They have divorced you. Once you stop, we give it all credit to that piece of paper that says you're married. No, that's government. That's another entity. That's wickedness for real. The true marriage is the action that you took when you laid down with that person and y'all had that child together.
Mm-hmm.
See, it takes action after that. To be a parent is an action word. That's not, hey, you're a parent because you made a child, because a lot of people just lead them children on somebody else. That's not a parent. A parent is an action word. When you lay down and y'all made that child and you had it, you have a responsibility to that. You have a responsibility to your marriage, to your relationship. There's a responsibility that comes with that. And when you allow a word like marriage, a license to obligate somebody to something that they're not doing, they talk running around bragging, I'm married, but there is no action behind that. There's nothing that they're doing that's backing that up. It's nothing but smoke and mirrors that's saying, oh no, I'm going to hold you in bondage. I'm not going to treat you well. I'm not going to give you affection. I'm not going to love on you. I'm not going to make you feel like nothing except trash. But I own you because I'm married to you. You ain't married to me. No. And guys, that's what I'm saying. When somebody is showing you, the action word is divorce. They have shown you a divorce. They're not showing you a marriage. That is a divorce. It ain't no just, okay, well, when we go see these lawyers, then we're going to see what's up. No, you saw what was up way before you got into a courthouse. Way before you got into a courthouse, because it took an action. It takes an action for somebody to just write you off as a human being. you know what you did and you know your part in that. Like, and you know what, guys? One thing that I always be able to look back at myself, and I've always judged myself based on, you know what? When I had my daughter, when my first child was born, I was not ready for a child at that point in my life. I was 18, 19 years old. I was 19 having a child. I'm like, man, I ain't ready for that. I'm ready. I want to act a fool out here. But guess what? I took on that responsibility right then, right there. This is my daughter, and I gotta provide a life for this child. This child ain't asked me to produce her. I was only with her mother maybe 3 or 4 months. Bottom line was, man, so what? This is what you got to do right now. You're not, and I knew that if I did not handle my responsibility as a father to my child, that I already knew that I would never have any kind of luck. But that wasn't even what I was thinking. I was thinking, my luck, I can't wait to see what I have produced. I can't wait to walk her to school and have fun with this child and do things with this child, because that's who I am. Everybody out here running from their responsibility. Like, there's something in this world, in that nightclub, that's so beautiful and wonderful that I'm going to totally say I'm not even going to have anything to do with my own flesh and blood child, because I want to live in this world and be obsessed in a bunch of mess. I'm chasing behind these people in the club. I'm chasing behind these fake lifestyles or whatever that I want to be. Yeah. So I'm not going to take the responsibility of my kid. You ain't never going to have good luck. You ain't never going to have a good life. And all y'all think, all you ladies who think that dude who don't take care of his responsibility, that fool somewhere, somehow, some way is going to have a good life, or he has a good life. I'm telling you, you the only one that believe that. You lying to yourself if you think he got away with that. Fellas, if she done left you with them kids to run in the street, and you think that because she met this dude and they this, that, or whatever, if you think that guys, if y'all think that these people have gotten away with something, you lying to yourself, and you are the only one that thinks that they got away with something. Okay? Because everybody else out here knows better. Everybody else knows better. When you look at it, and I'm saying this, Alicia, think about this. You have girlfriends. You've seen that situation happen.
Absolutely.
One woman done had this kid, and this dude is done just disappeared and did his thing. And she thinking he went in somewhere. But you standing right there looking, you like, sweetheart, are you crazy? That dude still somewhere trying to figure out what he gonna do in his mama basement, trying to put it together, living off this other woman.
Yep. Even if it appears, even if they're driving a nice car, living in a nice place, listen, it came at some dirty cost.
Man, it ain't what you think. It ain't, right. You don't see the whole picture. Listen, guys. Listen. And I'm saying I've seen that myself firsthand. I've seen it myself firsthand with somebody, you know, when I went through my situation, it was made, they want to make it look like, oh no, I just went and did this. I just made a power move. I just this, I just that. Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors, people listen. And people have come back to tell me, I didn't go looking for the information. People have come because the thing about it, guys, is people around you, believe it or not, that's going to go do the stats. They're going to do the footwork, and you just sit back and they'll bring the information. At some point, that information going to come. It's going to make its way back to you that you thought that it was this way the whole time. And guys, think about it. When they make you think that life is good and it's like this, then you start to understand and you start pointing the finger. That's why you point the finger back at yourself. But when you see everything you thought really was a lie, it really was a lie the whole time. And you was the only one that believed it. You were the only one. You will sit back and you will judge yourself. You start thinking about how you may not have been. You just might not have been. You start saying, hey, you know what? I might just not have been the person for that person. Guys, listen, man.
Wow, you're breaking that down to it.
Relationships are made to last for the rest of your life. Okay? You don't just get in a relationship. You're married to somebody. We got kids together. But you know what? I just woke up one morning and I just didn't love that person no more. And I met this person over here on my job about 6 months ago. And I just think that if me and her got together, man, I could leave this person right here laying next to me that been here through the thick and thin. I'm gonna leave this person who been good to me, that was there with me when I wasn't doing nothing, when I was barely making it, when I ain't have gas money to get to work.
Right?
This person was there for me. And I'm gonna leave this person that done made it through all the thick and thin, because this person over here, woo! Oh my goodness. I know that my life would just be so much better with her. And y'all be believing that I done left what I know is a good person to run to this over here, and somehow I'm smiling in pictures, and y'all be believing. You truly be believing with everything in you that I'm totally devoted to this woman over here. I wasn't devoted to you, but somehow I am totally this woman. I met this woman, and she is better than you, and she looks better than you, and she cooks better than you, and her body is better than you, and her face and her everything, her voice. Y'all be putting yourselves in a box where you just believe it all just because I ran to that. Now, and I'm saying this, guys, what part about what I just said makes sense? What in that made sense? That, oh, I just woke up one morning. How the hell do you wake up one morning and I don't love you no more? How do you do that?
I never loved you.
Because I ain't never loved you. That's how. Love don't work like that. If love worked like that, and you could just wake up one day and turn that off, would nobody in here ruminate about a narcissist? You would not. Not one of us would ruminate. If love, you could just hit the button. Let me go hit my love button and turn that off, because I don't want to love you no more. Guys, it don't work like that. For them to be able to do that, they don't love nobody. And then they said it all, but look, he done Hario done went over there and he done got married and everything. And you was married to me and you saw I wasn't about a damn thing. I would take you, have a family with you, and just leave you for this other woman. Like I ain't even know you. You ain't did nothing bad to me. I just don't feel it for you no more. How do you do that? I just don't feel nothing for you no more. Guys, I'm saying this to you this way because I want you to understand the mindset that you have to have. The mindset that you have to have.
Yes.
In order to believe that this person really, love really works like that. You can wake up one morning and not love the person no more. You saying that God created a love that just fall off one morning? You wake up one morning and it ain't there no more? God did that? Come on, man. No, God ain't did nothing like that. And the person you dealing with got you thinking something trifling like that they done went off and life is so much. Listen, y'all, every narc that leave, they ain't leaving looking like they just fell off the face of the earth. They leaving and you thinking they doing good. That's a part of the smoke screen. That's what they call the final discard. That's their last trick. They like, hey, this is my trick bag, and I'm about to show you my last trick. Here we go. Here we go. Y'all ready? You ready? You ready? Bow. I got somebody new. I got somebody new, and they better than you. And this is the favorite one right here. And the sex is better with them. You didn't understand me, and oh man, that's the knife in your side.
They know how to talk to me. They know how they pay attention. They learn me.
Is that not the one that every one of them say? How? Oh no, they treat me. They just treat me so much, you know. And oh my God, and it's just so much better than, you know, with you. But hold it. Do they know you? Do they know that you cheating on them like you've been cheating on me the whole time? Alicia, you telling me that I could leave you? I could leave you and run to this woman over here after you ain't did nothing but treat me good? And I woke up one morning and said, baby, look, I'm in love. I got something, and you just gonna have to figure this out. This is what it is. And we just happy. We just happy. And you believe that? Y'all believe that? I'm just happy. I can wake up. I can have everything that I said to you that I wanted with you, right? You doing everything you can do to give me what I want. Because if you're with a narcissist, you're doing everything. You're going above and beyond.
Always.
Everything, okay? So, and that's why I want to just totally crush all those thoughts of you thinking, did I do enough? Okay. Could I have done more? Hell no, you could not have done more. There's nothing more that you could have done.
Amen. Say that again.
Nothing more you could have done. You know why? Because you was walking around on eggshells most of the time.
Most of the time, all of the time.
All of the time, you walking around on eggshells trying to figure out, like, man, you trying to figure out how I can get back to when we had a good relationship. The whole time you trying to think of how can I get us back to that. So you cannot be responsible for all of this. Now, when I do put responsibility on us, guys, the responsibility I'm putting on us is simple. And that is, you see that this person is no longer following the script of a spouse, a husband, a wife, whatever, a friend. You see it. You see it. You listening to one thing, but you see something different.
Completely.
And that's where y'all got to get this right at. You keep on listening and thinking, because they said, well, you know, he said he loved me. She keep on calling me. I used to say that. You know, I remember saying that to my buddy. Man, she act like this, but she won't stop calling me. That don't mean nothing. Absolutely. Calling you to say that means that her, you stupid enough to listen and accept the call. That's all. You see, she trifling. You see how she currying you, but you still pick up that phone every time you see that name. Pick it up on the first ring. We don't even let that ring like 4 or 5 times. We like, hello. Like, you about to tell your phone. You see that name, like, whoa, your heart jump and everything. Like, whoa, look at this. Wow. I tell y'all, you gotta block them. You gotta block that, guys.
100.
You ain't in no relationship. You getting high. You getting high. You getting high off that dopamine. Every time you see a name come through your phone, every time you see that text message from them, you getting high. That's all it is. You in an abusive, destructive vice. Do you hear me? An abusive, destructive vice. And that person ain't doing nothing good for you. And they have nothing planned good for you. It's all about destruction.
That cut. That cut.
That cut a little bit.
That cut a little bit. Little bit.
Hey, but you know what? We got cut them toes sometimes, so
right?
they understand, guys. Yeah, you play a role in this. Ain't nobody in here just scot free. I played a major role in my situation. But guys, let me tell y'all something. I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm willing to accept all the blame if necessary.
Come on now.
I feel so good being out of hell. I will take the blame. Give me all the blame.
Give it to me, Jesus.
When you lying to me, I'll take the blame. When you cheated on me, I'll take the blame. When you tried to destroy me, I will take the blame. Woo! Thank you.
That's freedom right there, right there.
Give me that. Because what I ain't going to do is put myself in that treacherous hell again. God got me out of it. Guys, listen here. Listen here. I'm here to just show y'all what's on the other side.
We outside, y'all. We outside.
On the other side, because on the other side ain't nothing but total happiness. Or it's total, yeah, okay, yeah, they taking you through this, they taking you that, they did this, they did that. And guess what? The whole time, everything that I realized I went through, and all the years I went through it, I was still right there. When I left and came back, let the narc convince me to come back umpteen times. I don't even know how many times. Listen, guys, y'all know I was going to write my book and name it 21 Rings. I was going to name it 21 Rings. You know why? Because that's how many of my wedding bands I threw away.
Wow. That's
y'all ain't ready for that level of truth, are you?
21.
Man, I would go outside literally and say, damn, Joe, she got you again. Took her back again. I would, because it would be things on a level where I did not feel comfortable representing that person with a wedding band on my finger. Like, I dare you to go out here and represent that mess like you in something happy. I refused. I refused. And then, hey, she'd be like, well, why you ain't got no ring on? You stop the abuse for a week or two. Why you ain't got your ring on? I'm trying not, and that's why we keep going through this stuff, because go out here. But then I got smart about it. I was like, okay, I'm going to just go get this little $100 ring and put that on. Because the minute I put it back on, within a month or two, something like that come around, man, here we go again. Here you go again. And again, guys, I'm taking responsibility for it because I realized, like, dude, how many times you done seen her do this? Huh? Is it anything new that's happening? No. I take responsibility for that, guys. I accept full responsibility, and I accept it, and I can laugh at it now because I can say, "Wow, dog, it was your fault. It was your fault now because you knew better." And you know why? And I'm gonna say this, guys. I'm taking all the fault in it because I see what's on the other side.
Amen.
I see what's on the other side, and I didn't trust. I didn't trust that the other side wouldn't be nothing like that trifling mess. I'm telling, man, a lot of y'all in some trifling relationships. Trifling. And you scared to get out of it. You scared to get away from a trifling crut ball. A crut ball.
Right? God. You need courage to get rid of that crut ball.
Man, it ain't nothing in this world that I know of worse than being in a trifling relationship. It is attacking you every day, all day. You can't even dream about being happy. Every time you dream about being happy, they asking you about something. They right there reminding you every day. and you trying to stay in line. I'm gonna do this for the kids. I'm gonna do this for such and such. I'm gonna do this. And you been right now. You being selfish. You being selfish. If you got kids around that mess, you being selfish now. Because the kids, well, I'm telling you now, the kids gonna ask you later on in life. They're gonna say, why did y'all stay together so long? Because we used to hate when y'all around each other, always arguing, and we uncomfortable. That's what your kids are gonna say to you one day. How
they end up being with someone just like them.
And guess what? Guess what, y'all? That's the part that's really gonna hurt you. Knowing that you set the example, and when you watching your own child, when you see them dating and getting serious with somebody who is exactly like the mess that you supposed to be away from, it's gonna break your heart. You're gonna be sitting there like, wow, please, I don't seen it already myself with my son. I said, hey, man, come on, man. Not her, man. Not that one. Please, not that one.
We gotta be praying for him. We gotta be praying for all our kids tonight.
Woo. Hey, look, we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Let me get these super chats out of here. My girl Alicia looked like she done took a sleeping pill. Like, whoa, you over there.
Calling me out, man.
The days over there now, like, whoa, what round is it?
Round 3.
Adrienne, hold up, Ariana. Thanks for that super chat, Ariana. My man JC, what's up, champ? My man said, hello, dynamic duo. Hope you all enjoyed Jamaica. Alicia, your shorts, say your shorts really helped me get my day started. Yes, there you go. See, you got to find your niche. You finding your niche. There you go. So you guys help so many recover from this trauma. Man, that's what the goal is, y'all. That's what the goal is. Dr. T, PhD, said narcs are original deceivers. The original. Y'all know what that means? Do you know what to be an original of something means? You created it. I don't know. Some people got it, some people did not. The devil is the original liar, deceiver. It means that's where it came from. They trick you. They trick you to make things appear that they are not reaping what they sow. Somebody need to hear this in here. They trick you to make things appear that they are not reaping what they sow. We win. Be patient. Guys, I'm not going to stop saying it. I'm not going to stop telling y'all what you think is happening on the other side. One day you're going to see the other side. And when you see it, it's going to knock you down.
Yes.
Because you feeling like, man, I was struggling and I was going through this and I was going through all these hard times and this fool just got it made. And they don't got it made.
No, they
You're
don't.
the only one that think that they got it made. But again, they are masters at deception. They have mastered deceiving you, and they know that you thinking about them. They know you still want to be with them. That's why at the end of it, they still talk to you. They still talk to you because they want to know that, okay, yeah, I'm hurting you. They want to know. Who wants to feel good about hurting anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Nicole. Nicole said,
thank you.
Nicole said, the moment you feel like you need to prove yourself to someone so that they like you or even understand the way you feel, stand up and walk away. Y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? The moment
love it,
you feel like you need to prove yourself.
Yeah.
That moment, I got to prove myself here. Something ain't right.
That's right.
We don't hone in on the key things that we should be looking at the very beginning of any relationship, y'all. We don't. We keep on going and we look at the little lies and we look at, oh, well, this ain't that big of a deal. Yes, it is. Hey, Alicia, thank you for coming in tonight and love and cheer. Everybody love it.
I love you guys. I love coming online. And you know what? Honestly, as tired as I am, if anybody needs prayer tonight, I'm willing to go on this little overflow.
Woo! She's gonna do the overflow tonight, y'all.
If you guys, if somebody needs prayer, I just feel the Spirit of God just nudging me like this. Like, okay, and you guys know me. Like, I gotta be obedient to that. So
Nicole said she right there with you.
Okay,
Glow, sexy, slim, the goddess. Yes, indeed. Alicia gonna take y'all into the prayer room. You know what I'm saying? You gonna start live. You gonna start live right after this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go on. Hardy, Hardy, do you want to come? Or if you want, I'll send you the.
1 second. Yeah, go ahead and listen, y'all. We gonna jump on out. And we're gonna let Alicia gonna take y'all into the overflow. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what we talking about.
I know. Let me tell you, when the flesh is weak, the spirit is willing.
Hey, look here. At the end of the day, you know, that's what champions are made of.
Yes,
champions are made of. When you doing something when you don't feel like doing it, that means you doing it because you love it. You doing for the purpose behind it, not, hey man, I'm getting ready to go shopping. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm ready to go spend some money. Hey, let's do it.
Right? Oh my God.
Go, y'all. So listen here, y'all. I want everybody, you know, to jump out of here. And Alicia about to go live on her channel. So I'm gonna cut the video off so she can leave the link to her channel on this video, and then we're gonna jump into the overflow. Hey, Steven, want to see you in the overflow. Steven is dropping nothing but some major with the scriptures in the chat tonight, and that's every night. Steven going in the head. Steven in the paint all night long. Look here. I got my girl Glow 60 Glow. She won another one. She be doing it too the same way. Hey, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love. Thanks for everybody for hanging out tonight.
I'm bowing out. I'm bowing out, everybody. I'm gonna go put on the link so you guys can just switch over there. Okay. So give me a second. Make sure you come on over. God bless you guys. I'm out, Hario. I don't want to cut you off, but I'm gonna go and set this thing up. Okay.
There you go. Set it up. Get it started. Hey guys, thanks again. Put some love in the chat. Put a piece of love in the chat. Everybody. Y'all go ahead over there. And yes, indeed, man. That's what it's all about. It's all about spreading the love, family. It's all about spreading the love, man. It's all about continuing to move forward, walking forward in this journey. In your journey, man. I know what y'all going through. I've seen it. I've been there. Done that. You know. And as you can see, more and more people are talking about it. Yes, indeed. So he slept with someone in my bed, and I still took him back because it didn't feel that painful. Yeah, Tony, and now you know better. Hey, Heidi, she about to put the link in there in a minute. All right, so I'm gonna jump out, and you guys wait for her to put the link in there, and we going in. All right, peace and Soul Train. I'll see y'all on Monday. New video coming out tomorrow.